Hi everyone, welcome to my channel moviesnips. Today we're going to be talking about the starships of the Predators, as we don't really get much insight into this topic from the Predator movies. Let's begin by looking at the ship in the first Predator movie. This ship isn't really a ship in the truest sense, but looks a bit more like a drop pod that is used to drop the jungle hunter Predator onto the surface of the Earth. This ship probably doesn't have any interstellar capabilities all on its own, and instead docks with a much larger ship. It is probably designed to house a single occupant only. Several of these ships were also seen dropping lone Yautja warriors onto the surface of Antarctica in the first AVP movie. A larger ship can also be spotted in the opening scenes of this film. This is what we refer to as the classic Predator ship. It has a fish-like appearance, and it's clearly designed for stealth and infiltration. It can drop predators in pods from orbit so that they can go on their hunts. Similar variants of this ship have also made numerous appearances in the Predator comic books. Next up, we have the Lost Tribe ship from the movie Predator 2. The Lost Tribe ship was a ship hidden in the sewers of Los Angeles in the year 1997. This was the ship on which Danny Harrigan fought and eventually killed the City Hunter Predator. It contained the Lost Tribe Predators and the trophy room with the famous xenomorph skull, amongst other skulls of dangerous prey. It was probably larger and more advanced than the ship seen in the first film. This ship is seen taking off with rocket-powered engines. Perhaps the Predators use rocket-powered engines to boost their ships into orbit and then activate their ships faster-than-light capabilities to travel to distant interstellar destinations. It is clearly evident that they possess FTL travel, since Wolf was able to travel to Earth in a matter of days, if not hours, in AVP Requiem. The exact nature of their FTL capabilities has never been touched upon in either the films or in the comic books. Next up, we have the larger mothership seen in the first AVP movie. This ship is clearly larger and more advanced than the ships shown in the previous Predator movies. The Predators have used them for several millennia. Smaller Predator ships like the classic ship or scout ship can dock with the mothership. It has advanced cloaking, holographic, and 3D mapping capabilities and is heavily armed with powerful weapons. In AVP, we see the ship fire a plasma cannon from orbit that was able to punch a hole through hundreds of meters of Antarctic ice in a matter of seconds. They also have two versions of self-destruct devices, one that detonates in a massive thermonuclear explosion, and another that implodes the ship, removing all trace of its existence. These ships rarely enter conflict with another force and are usually inhabited by a single clan led by a clan elder. Almost every mothership holds a captive xenomorph queen, which the Yautja warriors most likely release for a hunt in a designated area. The fourth ship on this list is the smaller scout ship seen in AVP Requiem. The scout ship is a somewhat similar ship to the classic Predator ship from the first film. It can only carry 6 crew members and 1 pilot, and is often docked with the mothership. It has minimal weaponry and light armor. Scout ships sometimes also carry xenomorph facehuggers for seeding other planets for experimentation. When in trouble, the scout ship can send a distress signal far into space, reaching Yautja Prime, as was seen in the opening scenes of AVP Requiem just before the ship crashed in the Colorado wilderness. Next up, we have Wolf's ship from AVP Requiem. From outward appearances, this ship looks like an advanced, high-speed starfighter that is perhaps a one-of-a-kind ship, or a ship that is solely given to the higher castes of Predator society. This ship can also deploy a pod to carry a Yautja hunter down to the surface of a planet while remaining in orbit. We don't have a lot of info on this ship other than what is shown to us in the film. The Game Preserve ship was a Predator ship that was briefly seen towards the end of the 2010 movie. This ship evidently belonged to the crucified classic Predator. He could control the ship through his wrist gauntlet. The ship had VTOL capability and is one of the few Predator ships that is known to actually land on a planet instead of dropping pods or crashing. Perhaps this ship is just a variant of the classic Predator ship seen in the first movie, and it could be quite possible that many other ships in the Predator fleet have VTOL capability as well. The ship was blown up by Berserker, who surprisingly also had a link to the ship through his wrist gauntlet. The seventh ship on our list is the ship that crash lands on the surface of Earth in the 2018 movie Predator. This is the fugitive Predator ship, and it looks quite different from the earlier Predator ships. It is rounder and wider around the middle and seems to incorporate more advanced technology than its predecessors. Parts of the ship survived the crash, and some Predator technology was recovered by humans and delivered to Project Stargazer as evidence in the film. Next up, we have the upgrade Predator ship. This ship was seen pursuing the fugitive Predator ship through a wormhole earlier on in the movie. We also get a more detailed view of this ship towards the end of the film when the upgrade Predator attempts to take off with Rory McKenna in tow. This ship is sleeker, flatter, and probably faster than the other Predator ships we've seen throughout the franchise. It also has advanced cloaking capabilities and probably packs more powerful weapons than its predecessors. This ship appears somewhat larger than a regular scout ship, but clearly smaller than a much larger Predator mothership. The last and final ship on this list is the feral Predator ship from the 2022 movie Prey. We only get a few seconds of footage of this ship, and not much is revealed about it. It has cloaking technology and could very well be just another scout ship with a design that isn't too far removed from the ships we've seen in earlier Predator movies. There are also many other kinds of Yautja ships in the Predator comic books that also deserve special attention, but that will be another topic for another time. It's interesting to note that all of the Predator ships that we've seen so far are fairly small in comparison to the much larger capital ships and battle cruisers seen in other sci-fi franchises such as Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, and Warhammer 40K, to name a few. This goes to show that the Yautja are probably not an interstellar empire in the true sense, but more of an introverted race that prefers to keep their motives and objectives hidden from prying eyes. But what are your thoughts on the Predator ships? If you feel I missed anything or would like to add anything to this discussion, please feel free to comment down below. Please also remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and please check out my channel for more Predator videos.